Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here, realtor in Austin, Texas, walking through the Roosevelt plan with DR Horton. This plan is a 2-story, over 2,300 square feet. You're going to see 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and this current floor plan is available many times over in the Leander area, as well as different parts of Austin. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes, but first I want to talk about what you're seeing. You'll see here on the first floor, the living room, kitchen, dining room are all basically combined to keep that open space. That door on the left side would normally be your door that would lead you to the garage. Of course, if I were to open that, that's currently the builder agent's office. This is just a coat closet. And then as we walk in here on the right side, we do have a space for laundry. And when you have over 2,300 square feet and 4 bedrooms, you might think, well, what part of this is going to be tight? And the advantage with this space is instead of being a 1-story, where some of the square footage goes to hallways that lead to other rooms, being that it's a 2-story, you're going to see that it feels like a lot more room. And if you are interested in this, feel free to reach out. The price point for this amount of square footage is significantly lower than what I'm seeing with other builds in similar areas to this. While we walk over to the 2 spare bedrooms that are tucked in on the left side here, you'll see we have a 2-bedroom split by a full bathroom. So for guests or for young ones or anyone else staying in the home, great to have these 2 bedrooms on the first floor, especially if you have parents or somebody elderly staying with you for a long time or a considerable amount of time where you don't want them going up and down the steps. It's so nice to have these bedrooms on the first floor for so many reasons. I mentioned having parents over or elderly. Also, if you have a young child that's here that you want close by to the owner's bedroom, but not in your owner's bedroom because you want to sleep sometimes, it's nice to have these 2 bedrooms on the first floor. A lot of plans that have 2-story plans around this square footage will only do owner's bedroom on the first floor, and that's it. And that really limits buyers from what I see. While we pan over to the kitchen and show the pantry, I wanted to mention again, there is bidding on this home. A lot of people are fearful of bidding, so they try to find homes that are not being bid. And those homes that are not being bid are usually overpriced. So that's why there's no bidding, because they're not pricing it low and getting it bid up. So I wouldn't recommend just being fearful of bidding. I would recommend being fearful of bidding where you have hundreds of people interested and hyper focused on 2 or 3 lots. With DR Horton right now, some of these communities are opening up 10 to 12 homes in one weekend, and you're only allowed to bid on one of those homes. And that really limits the competition when you're limited to one bid. And that's why with this plan, there's 4 of them right now available in Leander. You see the owner's bedroom here, and we're about to get into the owner's bathroom. This plan opens up really well for 2,300 square feet, and most importantly, the price tag is about $80,000 to $100,000 less than I'm seeing with other builders right around this area, a few miles away, that have the same square footage but are $80,000 to $100,000 higher. So if you are interested in this type of plan and you're looking for something affordable, or you're tired of looking at homes that are well over your budget, I always recommend don't overextend yourself with a house. This isn't something that you want to get into, and then if you make a mistake, you can just quickly sell after the fact. It's usually not a good idea to do that. There's closing costs, other factors that go into it. For this plan, if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help and navigate through that bid process. It may not be as scary, or sometimes it's not a lot of overbidding when there's a lot of supply that comes on market. Here we have a good look at the owner's closet. I would say fairly standard for this type of house or this amount of square footage. It is difficult to depict closets using my camera. Even though I have nice equipment, it's still very difficult to capture just because I can't really get in there and move around too much. But here we have a walk-in shower, and unlike most model homes, DR Horton usually tries to depict the model home with similar upgrades to what you'll be getting in the inventory home. That doesn't mean it's exact. We do want to double check these things, and they disclose what the design is pretty thoroughly in most of their communities. So just take some of these designs as with a grain of salt, of course, and double check these things, especially when looking at inventory homes. What I always recommend too is when you walk through this floor plan, if you are interested, look at the design. It's professionally done. I've purchased the model home, my wife and I have, for another builder, and we went through the model home many times to just kind of copycat some of the furniture, kind of like the design they were going for. This community, by the way, is Wildleaf, so that backyard is somewhat similar to what you'll be getting, but I always recommend with backyards, try to get a picture of the lot and the specific home being built on it, on that lot, so you can kind of calculate what your backyard would be. Of course, cul-de-sacs will be bigger, sometimes corner lots are bigger, and so that's going to vary based on the lot that you do get. We're going to head upstairs, and this is one of my favorite parts of this plan. When you have 3 bedrooms on the first floor, like we mentioned before, it gives you a lot of versatility. If you have elderly guests over, or a young child, and you want to keep them on the first floor, but you still get this second floor game room area. So I've heard it from many people when they look at one-story plans, and especially when they have kids, they think to themselves, you know, we're going to go nuts in this one-story plan because it's going to feel like we're always on top of each other. When you have this second floor tucked away, let's say your kids have friends over, or just it's very noisy and somebody's working from home in the home, you want to separate the two together. And to have this second floor, you get a lot more privacy, and especially you could turn one of the bedrooms on the first floor maybe into a study if you wanted. Here's a look at the 4th bedroom. So this is going to be the 4th bedroom with 3 on the first floor, and this is the only bedroom on the second floor. And then we do have a full bathroom here. So I did say it incorrectly earlier, which I think I corrected it on the screen. I mentioned it was 2.5 bathrooms. That's incorrect. It's actually 3 full bathrooms. This is one of the full bathrooms. There's obviously one in the owner's bedroom downstairs, and then the 2 bedrooms downstairs are split with a full bathroom. So that's going to be it for the Roosevelt plan. As I mentioned before, don't be fearful of bidding. Not everyone is overbidding. When you have builders, certain builders putting in rules where you can't bid on multiple lots at a time, that's where you get the person who's willing to spend a lot of money bidding on everything, and then when they win a few different lots, they're able to choose one. There are some builders like DR Horton that are not allowing that. They're limiting 1 bid per house. That, of course, is the case right now. That could change in the future. But for now, I think it's very possible to get a home like this, new construction that's currently being built in a solid neighborhood, significantly less than resales and significantly less than some other builders that are around the area. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to me, and if you like this type of content, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.